Why do some guys hit 50 and just decide to coast? They quit the gym. They stop learning. They settle into the "I've earned my rest" mindset. But other men, they're just getting started. Warren Buffett closed his biggest deals after 50. Sam Walton opened his first Walmart at 44. These guys had something the quitters didn't. It's not willpower. It's not genetics. And it's definitely not luck. It's understanding how your brain actually works at this age and playing to your biological advantage. Section 1. Why most people quit. Here's what's really happening when people quit. Most people think burnout is about working too hard, but research shows that's not it. Burnout happens when you're chasing goals that don't actually matter to you. You're grinding away at something because society says you should. Because your neighbor is doing it. Because some guru on Instagram told you it's the key to success. But deep down, you don't actually care. And your brain knows it. Science has proven this. When you're working toward goals that conflict with your sense of self, your motivation tanks. It's not laziness. It's your brain protecting you from wasting energy on stuff that doesn't align with who you are. Here's the trap. Most people are chasing external validation. More money, more followers, more status. And when they don't hit those arbitrary targets, they internalize it as failure. The hustle culture lie tells you, just work harder. But persistence culture asks, do you even enjoy the process? And that's the all-important difference. The people who quit are running someone else's race. The people who persist, they're running their own. Section 2. Your secret weapon, after 50. Here's where it gets good. Your brain at 50 is not worse than it was at 25. It's different, and in some ways, it's better. Let me show you what I mean. First, emotional intelligence. Studies tracking thousands of people show that men in their 50s consistently outperform younger guys at reading emotions and handling complex social situations. This skill has a longer performance plateau than almost any other cognitive ability. Translation? You can read the room better. You handle conflict better. You know which battles to fight and which to walk away from. Second, motivation quality. Older adults who volunteer for cognitive challenges are more motivated than college students. Not for money. Not for grades. But because they want to understand their own capabilities and contribute something meaningful. You're past the phase of trying to prove yourself. You're in the phase of actually doing what matters. Third, happiness. Research across 70 countries shows the same pattern. Life satisfaction forms a U-shape. It dips in middle age, but by the time you hit your 60s, if you stay physically active, you're as happy as you were at 20. You're climbing out of the dip right now. The quitters don't know this. They think it's all downhill. But you know better. You're entering your prime. Your brain's left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex and the right putamen have been strengthening for decades. These areas control self-regulation, perseverance, and long-term goal pursuit. Think of it like this. You've been building your mental endurance muscle for 50 years. The young guys are still figuring out how to use it. Section 3. The mental game. All right, so how do you actually use this advantage? 3 ways. 1. Understand fatigue types. There's recoverable fatigue. That's the I need a break feeling. Your brain can bounce back from this with rest. Then there's unrecoverable fatigue. That's the I'm done with this forever feeling. This builds up when you're pursuing goals that don't resonate. The key? Take strategic breaks before you hit the unrecoverable zone. Short rest periods recharge your ventral striatum, the part of your brain that assesses whether a reward is worth the effort. 2. Embrace the growth mindset. When you hit a setback, your brain has 2 options. Fixed mindset says, I failed because I'm not good enough. Growth mindset says, I failed because I haven't figured it out, yet. That one word, yet, completely changes your brain's response. It keeps your motivational circuits engaged instead of shutting them down. Research proves it. People with a growth mindset show higher levels of grit, Passion plus perseverance. And here's the kicker. Grit beats talent every single time. 3. Stack small wins. Your brain releases dopamine when you achieve goals. But here's the hack. It doesn't matter how big the goal is. Break your big goal into tiny milestones. Each time you hit one, you get a dopamine hit. That chemical reward builds momentum and makes the next step easier. The quitters set giant goals and get discouraged. The persisters set 1,000 small goals and ride the wave of constant progress. So here's the truth. The men who outlast the quitters aren't superhuman. They're just strategic. They understand that persistence isn't about grinding harder. It's about aligning smarter. Find one goal that actually resonates with who you are, not who you were, not who society says you should be, who you are. Then play to your advantages, your emotional intelligence, your genuine motivation, your decades of built-up mental resilience. The quitters don't know what you know now, which is, you're not past your prime, you're entering it. If you'd like a simple, highly actionable plan to start sharpening your mind and increasing your motivation starting today, go ahead and watch this video next.